Flying Hawk's gone now. He's resting in peace somewhere. I'm happy for him. I really am. He'd wandered this world for far too long. I just wish he didn't have to leave me all alone. I feel a little bit lost without him, but he didn't leave me with nothing after all. I don't think I would have gotten this far without his help, and thanks to him I know what I have to do. I've got to find my way into the mansion now. It's so big and scary looking from the outside. I really don't want to do it, but if it means finding my dad, I'll do anything I have to. Alright. That's the well. This is the mansion, by the looks of things. Oh, something's here. Whoa. Oh my, it's been quite chilly as of late. Please, take my coat. A lady such as yourself shouldn't go cold. Why, such a gentleman. I thank you kindly, sir. Oh, I assure you, miss, the pleasure is all mine. So this is the mansion. Oh god. Chapter 2, Waltham Warrior. We're officially on chapter 2, guys. I met with the Kanto shaman this morning, a man named Flying Hawk. We met to discuss the bartering of this land, but our conversation took a turn. He told me that this area was real with spiritual power, that the veil between his life and the next was thinner here than anywhere else. We spoke of Martha, that he could help me to see her again. I believed him, and he offered me his peace pipe. I wasn't sure, but the man told me that it would help me to free myself. I partook of the strange smoke he gave me, and the man told me I must let go of her if I wished to see her again, that my spirit must be pure. We sat in meditation for some time. My mind raced all the while. A bout of paranoia seized me, and I realized that this medicine man was trying to do. He would have me abandon my hopes of the future, have me live a life of savagery. I knew he was trying to poison my mind, and I would have wagered that the smoke was of a nefarious incense as well. I refused to abid such insolence. I stood from my seat and challenged the necromancer to fight me, but he did not stir. I wrapped my hands around his throat, and still he did not move. I seized until I felt the life leave from his body, and he slumped to the ground. I realized my grip and my fingers peeled from his skin as he fell back from me. I extended to sleep and gave my men the order to purge the vile savages from the earth. A god would command me to. Darby even made his first kill. I would have been proud of him, but he trembled by his horse for the rest of the battle. It was just a little girl, the savages after all. Oh wow. This mansion is ginormous. Alright, so I have to get up there for a ghost. Alright, let's do this. Let's walk from one edge of the house to the other. My poor Darby, his murderer was never found, despite my efforts. I was looking into his death, but something stopped me. To this day, I don't know what it was. Please help me, Elena. I can't rest until his murderer is found. Alright. So I can get up there. I'm amongst the few remaining of my bloodline, descended from a line of powerful shamans. I may not have the power they once did, but my attunement with nature remains the same. It's taken me some time to recognize it, but there is a subtle energy at play here that permeates the very air I breathe. The veil between the planes of life and death is in this place is thin. Spirits seem to pass between planes as though through mosses. It's almost incredible the way I can feel their presence here. I want to know what it all means. John Elkhorn. Oh. I don't know why moving that was any good, but okay. Let's go in here. The door is locked. Apparently we're not going in there. Oh. Who's that entering this mansion? You'll best be speaking with me first. Alright, so we can't go upstairs. Good to know. Oh, it's just a wee lass Wathan. Me best mate. You won't be getting past me. We don't want to see the likes of you. Me wife's more unclinged to wasting time with little girls. Oh, wrong button. Okay, I won't be going past there, but this way and go. It belongs in a museum. Yes, it does. So if I can't get that way, I can't go upstairs. Oh. I met a huge man inside the mansion named Derby. He has a strange accent that sounds Irish, but I'm not quite sure. He didn't want to talk to me much, but he did mention someone named Worthman. I think Worthman was the man who owned this mansion. We learned about him in school. He helped to create our town. I don't know why that Derby guy would mention him, but he didn't want to tell me much. He even yelled at me, so I left him alone. I don't know why he'd be so mean to a little girl. Alright, so I can't do anything else in this mansion yet. I wonder what else there is. Oh, note. I arrived in California last week and have luckily already managed to find work for myself. I'm a dancer in the local saloon. It is not the glamorous life here I had imagined, but it is something. That is all I need for now. The saloon also runs a brothel in its walls, but I could never resort to such a profession. Most of the town is owned by a man named Whispering Willows. I have not seen the man, but his name is on the lip of almost all I meet. He even owns the salon where I work. There are rumors about him, some good, some bad. I don't know which to believe. Which would you believe? Back of the mansion. Oh, this is a guest house, isn't it? Yeah, it's a guest house. It's a tool shed, but I found a shovel. I didn't find any cutters or anything here. So. Not sure 100% what I'm supposed to do. I can't go anywhere in that mansion. Something shifting something up there, which was a ghostly thing. So maybe that's what I've got to do. I'm not sure though. The door's locked. Yeah, I've got to go up. Ghost. Oh. How do we get up here? It's a question. Come on. Unlock that door. But I still can't get up there to get there, that's the problem. He will not let me up the stairs. No, apparently he will. What about the picture? Bothman, Martyr, and Marcus. Can't go that way. Go this way. Down we go. What is that? Ooh, flying key. Move the possessed trophy room key. Anything else in here I missed? Note. Nope, apparently not. So that is it. Wow, this key has such fine detail. So I take it the trophy room key is the door that's locked downstairs that I can't get into yet. That would make sense. How do you go down? No, I'll say you down. Yeah. It's not the trophy room key. I 100% would expect that to be. Let's go this way then. Ah. Okay. There's a note. Today is the day of excitement, to be sure. I am travelling off with my best mate, Willows, to greet the unsettled West. We seek our fortune there, and I dare say we will face many a danger. I have heard tales of beasts and the savages that await us. Worthman is still but a gentle man and lacking my size, so I feel it is my duty to protect him along our journey. Without him and his, I don't know what you have become of my family. The Willows gave us work when none one other would. I feel it is my duty to keep him safe no matter what happens. I will consider his burden as best I can. Alright, up we go. Anything in this room? Oh, a door. Oh no. It's locked. What does the fuck say? Really? You had to put that joke in here? Impressive not. Oh my. There's a note here. I enjoyed delivering into the mysteries of this place. There was so much to learn, and not referring to all the books and pieces of history that just collected dust. No, I'm speaking of something else entirely. When I was a boy, my grandfather taught me to commune with nature. That is what the most spiritual endeavor I could hope to perform. At the time, I didn't understand what he meant, but spending time here has opened my eyes to the truth of the old man's sage words. I can admit in these pages that I've seen things no other living man has seen. I've ventured beyond the moral coil and found the other side. I've come back, but not wholly unscathed. I feel marks upon the fabric of my soul, but what that means I do not know yet. Alright, up we go. Good friend. Oh. Amico Miria. Dayu. I am the one of woman's many guests. Pleasure to meet you. My hands tremble as it is all I can do to hold the pen as I write herein. I have even missed the inkwell on the few occasions. I have only just come from the most wonderful evening of my life, and I feel the need to catch my breath. Whispering Willows, the town's mayor, the richest, most influential man of hundreds of miles around, took me out for a night on the town. And what a night it was. Notwithstanding the secretary, I have never been treated so much like royalty. I could not believe it. Every second I was there, it was amazing. We truthfully had a feast with dishes that covered every inch of the table. Afterwards, he treated me to a play. I had never been to a play before. My head still swims from all the fine wine and excitement. He is truthfully a romantic gentleman, this Whispering Willows. I hope to see him again soon, but for now I must rest. I can feel my heart fluttering in my chest. Flying hawk. Bed frame. Anything this way? No. And I'll go back to my body. It's locked. Okay. Danger. It's very dark. All the men, Wharfmen included, looked at me differently now. I see the dismay of the plains on their faces. I know they whispers about me behind my back, calling me a coward, the worst thing I would not repeat here. Worthman was given a job as a superior of mine's. As good a job as I could hope. It would seem as though they want simply to lump all the immigrants together. I still see the little girl in my dreams, and the look on her face as she realized what I was doing. I see her when I walk into town, but it's never her. My mind is playing tricks on me, and I do not know how long I can stand it. Seeing her troubles me to do no end, and I awake in the wee hours of the morning, drenched in sweat, my heart racing. I still have my shirt from that day, and I wear it under my clothes all the time. It reminds me of my evils. It's a letter from Wolfman. Jeremy Can. I have sent this letter in secret. I need your help, as well as your silence. Derby has died by my hand. His madness had overtaken his mind. Though he was my best and longest friend, I cannot bring myself to handle his corpse. And I have a room and a casket in the catacombs that I want you to place his body in. I shall visit it later. I also ask that you keep the grave unmarked. You are the only one I can trust with this task. Jeremiah. I once again request your silence on this matter. Whispering Willows. Wow, Worthman killed his friend. Good to know. Alright, I'm going to end that here and come back next episode for some more Whispering Willows. Oh shit. What am I meant to do? Alright, I'm out of there. But I'll say, what am I meant to do to get past that? It's bitsy. Ugh, they're creepy. So, I will see you next episode. I hope you have enjoyed Whispering Willows. And, yeah, come back to see more. Bye, guys.